can you take us through the celebration and the emotions after everything that happened and that puck goes in?
I don't even know what I know. I ended up on my knees like last time I got one in overtime, but no, I have no idea, to be honest with you. It's just elation, right? I mean, hard fought series. They're a hell of a team, obviously, and you know, they were really good the last two games, and they pushed us hard, and you know, that was a huge goal at the start of the third, and Otter was unbelievable for us. And you know, I thought we were really good in the first OT, and they had some good looks in the second, as did we, and we were just able to kind of outlast, I guess. So you know, obviously a fun victory for us, and nice to not have to go and play 7 games again and hopefully get a little bit of rest here. I mean, I think we've played 11 games in the last 22 days, so it'd be nice to like have a little reset here.
Ryan? Matt, can you walk us through the no goal, and is it sweeter getting the game winner there after that situation having happened?
Of all people to ask me that question, it's you, eh? Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the replay really of the no goal. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, I mean, I think you just stay with it. It's obviously can be a little tough to reset after you think it's over and hope it's over, and then it's, you know, it's kind of a gut punch a little bit. But I thought that's kind of what we do, is no matter what is thrown our way, we're a pretty even keel group, and everyone just reset and kept going. And you know, we had another few chances in first OT, and then obviously got it done in double.
Jake, can you speak to the path your team has taken to get to the Western Conference Finals, beating the last 2 Stanley Cup champions, winning a bunch of road games in both buildings and tough places to win? What does that say about your team?
Yeah, it's it just shows a lot about the guys we have in there, and the coaches, and the game plan that we have. And you know, I feel like we've been the better team in both series, and we deserve to be moving on. And you know, it's just, you know, you can be the better team, but if someone doesn't step up and, you know, finish it, then it doesn't really matter. So Dutchie did that for us. And, you know, for the guys that were here last year, I mean, all we wanted is an opportunity to be in the position that we were last year, and, you know, snap your fingers and we're back. So now it's up to us to change the ending, and couldn't ask for, you know, more than just another opportunity to give another run at it.
We've talked a lot about just how important the season is for you, the decision you have to make in the offseason, the emotion, and the opportunity you have. One, how does that all tie into this goal in this building? And it just has to be a lot of emotions. And then 2, Mason Marchment said a certain part of your anatomy was over the goal line. That's what the refs were saying.
What, on the disallowed goal? No comment again. Anatomy, that's a strong word for when we're in hockey gear, I guess. But no, yeah, I mean, I've talked about when I had the opportunity to sign here, it was one I jumped at, and obviously didn't expect to be in that position. But you know, God works in mysterious ways, and I've from the time I signed here, I've just been very grateful, and I've been looking forward to these opportunities. And my teammates and the coaches have been just amazing, welcoming me in and helping me, you know, get acclimated early. And you know, this run's just been, I mean, this is only the second time I've been past the second round or first round in my career, and now we're going to the conference finals. It's just, I mean, at 33, I think there's a certain level of appreciation you have that you wouldn't have had as a young player. And you know, when I'm, you know, we've talked about it several times when you go into Game 7 against Vegas, and you know, you've played that game 100 times in your driveway and on your outdoor rink as a kid, and you get to do it for real. And you know, I've probably let it stress me out more than it's been fun at times, just because you want it so bad. But you know, it's I'm starting to relax a little bit more, and it's getting a lot more fun as it's going here.
Matt, this team won 31 games here in the regular season. They were 2-0 in the Winnipeg series at home. You guys win all 3 games. Just how did you do it?
I mean, they're an unbelievable team. I mean, their top end guys are as good as anybody. I mean, what a year Nate had. I mean, really happy for him, and hopefully he gets the results and with the awards that he probably deserves. And Kale, obviously, I mean, unbelievable. Mikko, I mean, those guys just, this was their house this year, and yeah, I think we just did as a team. I mean, simple answer, it's really hard to shut those guys down, and we did our best. You're never going to shut them out, but you can limit them, I guess, and we're just the strengths in our depth, and we're kind of the true definition of a team, and it doesn't matter what building we go into, whether it's at home or the road, we play that to that identity.
Mike, right side.
Jake, you talked about the desire to get back to this stage for this team. You guys have been kind of hunting around this level of success for a while now, 3 times in 5 years, getting to the conference final, of course the cup final in 20. Why is this group different? What's different about this team that can finish the job?
Yeah, I think for me, like a lot of the young guys, like we hadn't felt like what it felt like till last year. Just like the pain of going that far and coming up short. And I think, like I've said before on this run, I think, like Dutchie said, I mean, you never know how many times you're going to get this opportunity to win a Stanley Cup and to really feel like you have the team that can do it. And not many teams can say that. And I mean, we feel like that in this room. And this hockey's such a crazy business, and the turnover is crazy, and you're never going to have the same team again. So I think just for us, it's all about just the opportunity, and to get to the conference finals 2 years in a row is an accomplishment in itself. But I mean, this whole run's a waste unless you win the whole thing. So it's just, we have this great opportunity, and we just want to make the most of it, pretty much.
2 questions left, Nick.
You think the overtime periods were the ultimate sort of example of your depth, right? 11th game in 22 days, double overtime, game 6. I think you guys had the best legs you had all night. Do you think? And you're an added depth piece, right? So it scores the winner. Is that an example of what this team's been all about?
I think so. I think so. I mean, I looked at the monitor beside the bench. I think it was a TNT monitor. And I looked at the minutes, and our top forwards were 10 minutes less than their top forwards. And I mean, they have some people that are borderline superhumans over there, but at some point, you might hit a wall. And I remember yelling down the bench halfway through the first OT, the longer this goes, the more it benefits us. And I think you're bang on. I mean, our depth is just, that's our strength, and it's been our strength from day one, and that's the way this team was built. But it doesn't work if guys don't buy in. I mean, guys have had to take lesser roles at times. When guys are hot, they play more, they get more opportunity. Guys are cold, they have to take a little bit backseat and be a bit of a supporting character and a good teammate. And guys, every single guy to a man has done that this year, and it's adding up to success. And we're halfway, and there's lots left to do. But I mean, that definitely, I think you're bang on that.
Last question, Leah.
For either of you guys, in Pete's first 2 years, led you guys to back-to-back Western Conference finals. What is it about him and his coaching style that's led to such immediate success?
I mean,
Your turn.
I'm a goalie, so I don't really know. You'd have to answer that.
You're gonna make me talk again?
Yeah, no, I mean, for me, I just think, the thing I like about him, or just his message since the playoffs started, is just like staying on the defensive side of the puck. I mean, we can score with anyone. We have so much offense, and he's really like honed in on, if we can play good D, and I mean, we played, Nate and Kale and those guys, if we can shut them down, we're going to get our chances and we're going to score. So anytime a coach says, like, focus on D, makes me happy. So I like that about him.
I would just say that he's an unbelievable defensive coach, but he's an unbelievable offensive coach too. I mean, guys like me lets us play. He encourages us. He wants us to play. He wants us to, be offensive. So, and that's the way. That's kind of our identity. We have this team has been a really good defensive team for a long time. And when he came in, they started, they beat you 2-1 in the past, and then last year they started beating you 5-1. So it's nice to be on the other side of it now.